we were told, oh, we got this Colossal update to let you know about. Well, of course we thought you were talking about Camelot Unchained when you said that. We didn't think you were going to announce a new game when your original game that your studio was founded on hasn't even released yet. God is good. And with each day that passes, well, it's supposed to bring us a day closer to the launch of Camelot Unchained. However, I have some news to share. I don't even want to make this video, to be honest. I'm pretty disappointed. Camelot Unchained is still, I guess you could say, a game that was supposed to quench the PvP players' thirst. Made by Mark, the project is headed up by Mark Jacobs, the guy behind some great PvP games, right? That really kind of got it, in my opinion. That really the PvP was just good. It was a lot of fun. It was rewarding, and even if you didn't have a good day in those games, even if the PvP didn't go your way, you still made some progress and had a good time. And it always felt like you could always get better. And even when you were losing all night, it just felt like you could identify the problems with the team or with your own play style and get better. So it was a great PvP game, much different than what we have seen for many, many years now when people try to do PvP. So yes, I do believe Mark Jacobs can pull this off. However, they made an announcement yesterday, officially, that they're making another game. They're making this game called Colossal, and here's the deal. Camelot Unchained goes all the way back to 2013. Okay, so we're looking at roughly 7 years. 2019 didn't have a lot of information, right? We didn't get a lot of updates. It felt, honestly, to me, like maybe they had abandoned the project, possibly. Well, it turns out that what was really going on was they were working on this game that you're seeing right now, since July at least, of 2019, another game. So it's using the same engine as Camelot Unchained. They claim they were able to get some more funding, so the team is larger. They're able to test things in Colossal and therefore use it in Camelot Unchained. They're claiming it will actually speed up the development of Camelot Unchained. That's what they're claiming. And I see what they're trying to say here. I get it. They're saying that Colossal will be free to the backers, so that's good news, I guess. And it'll be a buy-to-play game with no pay-to-win, no loot boxes, yada yada, we'll see. Here's the deal. You've got a game that is fairly highly anticipated. I mean, honestly, Camelot Unchained's pretty anticipated by a lot of people. There's not a lot of PvP options out there. Mark Jacobs is renowned across the world, honestly, for being able to make a really solid PvP game. I mean, he invented the word RBR. And this game is not out, which is okay, if you're working on it, right? And I get it. They built their own engine for Camelot Unchained. Their goals for keeping the lag and the frame rate and everything at minimum is commendable, and it's impressive, right? When we see the sieges that they show and all the thousands of people on screen at once, and it's running really smooth. Well, that's kind of what you're seeing here. It's a little less impressive, in my opinion, when it's NPCs and they basically almost all look the same and they all got the same animation and they're kind of all almost running in the same direction, and you know what I mean? It's just not impressing me, okay? Not after 7 years. A couple of years in, yeah, super impressive. I've been impressed, right, with a lot of the videos and streams that they've done. I've been impressed before. But here's the deal. This game, it has been pushed back so brutally, right? Camelot Unchained has been pushed back so brutally that the fans are getting refunds, right? The backers are getting refunds. And I know you don't even... I get it. City State Games that makes this game, they're not even legally obligated to give a refund. I get it, and they are giving refunds. But it's just, why are you even doing this? Why are you making a PvE game called Colossal at all? What's the point of this? And they talk about investors and that they threw money at them if they would develop this game in conjunction or at the same time as Camelot Unchained. And you know what? I feel like that's what this is really about, okay? I feel like there's investors of theirs who aren't so sure about Camelot Unchained, its current development, and they wanted to make some money. So they said, why don't we take this engine and make a game that is PvE based and try to make some cash? Let's try to make some money. Now, will they use that money to fund Mark Jacobs' dream and make Camelot Unchained? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't feel like this is good news. I cannot, and trust me, this channel's all about being positive and releasing good news and having high hopes, right? But it's getting a little hard, and I don't think I'm alone. I think a lot of people are feeling that way as they learn this news, that now they're making a PvE game using the Camelot Unchained engine that they made in-house. And, you know, they're showing off all these NPCs that are on screen, how smooth. You know, that's fine. It's just that this technology that you're building and everything you're doing and the graphics and all these things, they have a time limit. They have a time when they're useless, right? When they're outdated, when they're not impressive anymore. And being a small developer, I understand, is hard. This game got a lot of funding, though. Okay, public information, a lot of funding, and I feel like they could have gotten a much bigger group of people. I feel like Mark Jacobs could have gotten more people on the team, and this freaking game could be further along. I'm not impressed. I'm just not impressed. I think this was a colossal mistake, what you're doing. It's just not good. And here's the deal, we even have an example of why you don't release another game while you're supposed to be developing an MMO, release another game type using the same engine, etc. We have an example of why you don't do that, and it's called Ashes of Creation. The hype level dropped below the floor after they did their battle royale. They did their battle royale, and nobody hardly plays it, and the hype level for the MMO Ashes of Creation, which same story, it was supposed, the battle royale was, oh, this will help us with testing and all this kind of thing, and you get to play and see the graphics and kind of get a sort of an experience. No. So with that example right out there in clear view, I just don't think it was smart for City State Games to do this when their MMORPG is not out. It's nowhere near being out. We haven't heard real good substantial updates in over a year. No even reason why we had to wait all this time for a substantial update. And guys, I just want to say I don't even have very much hope for this game anymore. I really don't. I'm moving my attention over to other games that I believe are more likely to even release. Pantheon Rise of Fallen has made major strides in their development. They've definitely not been around since 2013 developing their game, and major updates and graphics, the way the game runs, everything is coming along very nicely. Also, Defend the Night. I believe that might be where I get my PvP fix. I don't think Camelot Unchained will be here for a ridiculously long time, and by the time it gets here, because of all this that we went through since 2013, I don't think it's gonna make it. They made a bad mistake here, a really bad mistake, and I hate to see it, but it is what it is. If you feel differently, let me know in the comments down below. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments down below. But if you're interested in a PvP type experience, it's not the entire purpose of the game, but Defend the Night will have PvP options. It'll have PvE options. It looks really awesome. It's coming along great, and I think you should follow that game instead. I have several videos, including an exclusive interview right here on the channel if you want to check that out. But I hate to announce this about Camelot Unchained. I really deeply love, as anybody who watches this channel knows, I love Dark Age of Camelot. I loved Warhammer Online. I loved Mark Jacobs. He's a great guy. He's capable of great things. I think he's squandering his talent. And that's just my opinion, just some guy on YouTube. I have a feeling that most people are agreeing with me this morning and the next few days as we find out this colossal news, right? We were told, oh, we got this Colossal update to let you know about. Well, of course we thought you were talking about Camelot Unchained when you said that. We didn't think you were going to announce a new game when your original game that your studio was founded on hasn't even released yet. Imagine if Visionary Realms, who's making Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, imagine if they announced, oh, secretly the reason it's been taking so long for Pantheon, and you haven't heard any updates in a while, is because we've been secretly working on another game that's not even, it's the polar opposite of what our game is. You know, because that would be ridiculous. You want to talk about company suicide? That's what that is. Your absolutely ruining your brand and your reputation when you do something like that. The money that you have that started your company and gave you the assets you need to do everything that you've done since 2013 was funded by people who wanted to see your vision of Camelot Unchained come out. And you have betrayed them. You have betrayed the people who handed you the money. Now maybe there's some shiny new investors who are handing you even more money. Fine, maybe that's true. But you betrayed the people that got you rolling. They got you to that point, and that's disgraceful. That's absolutely disgraceful. And it's a slap to all the gamer spaces and the people who wanted to play Camelot Unchained or wanted to see the next Mark Jacobs PvP experience or RVR style, and I'm so disappointed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this news of this PvE horde-based co-op game using the engine of Camelot Unchained, and they claim, oh, we'll have this out in no time. What do you think about that? I really want to know, what is the general perception of them making an announcement like this, and we're still waiting for beta, right? Beta's been delayed by 2 years. 2 years for Camelot Unchained. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. Until next time, God bless and happy gaming.
You know what I say? I've been making videos all day. My friends all say I'm it's a video buffet. You can even hit replay. But please just subscribe. I can't even describe being part of my tribe. I'll even offer you a prize. But just please just subscribe and hit the bell notification too.